people's homes. In this mission, the battalion has moved into hymns, and I am ordered to help capture the city center. Granted, tank platoon, 2 platoons of strikers, and a mechanized platoon. Actually, 2 mechanized platoons. Most of the battalion is here, and my mission is to secure the high-rise flats to the left of this current view. I also have a number of 105mm strikers, which I'm quite happy about, although I don't really get to use them to their full potential in this mission due to all of the line of sight issues. So this is a massive urban sprawl, obviously, and it's going to be a real bloodbath to try to take the city. Tanks and Bradleys, this is not their native environment. So even though I do have a generous amount of armor and armored fighting vehicles, it's not going to really give me an advantage. When I was recording this, I had a really low frame rate too, because you know, when you use fraps, which is what I use to capture these videos, it lowers your frame rate anyway. On most levels it's bearable, but on this level and the level after this, which are so large, the levels themselves, and there's so many units involved, it was almost unplayable. I had less than 10 frames a second this entire mission. The main action, the main thrust of my attack would come from the slums area on the right flank. Just because it's easier to fight there than it would be to fight in those 8 or 10 stories. So I'm mounting up the 2nd mechanized platoon for a maneuver attack. So I send, this is a platoon from the 2nd Striker, and it is a fire team for the 2nd Striker platoon. They take some pretty heavy casualties on the roof, but I really wanted to take out that tank. The first missile is a javelin, and then as soon as they fire the javelin, those armored vehicles open fire on the roof and deal substantial casualties. And the tank zeroes in on us and fires a heat round which kills a third of the squad. Still determined to take it out though. I don't want those armored fighting vehicles to go into the inner slums once I actually begin my central push. So that tank's down. I now rally up my armor and prepare a spearhead attack on the right flank. Bailed out to a nearby building, so they were pretty safe. vehicles. Not too worried about an attack by AT weapons from these buildings because I know that the bulk of the enemy infantry is in the center, not on the flanks. I thought that was another BTR for a second. And then I realized that was just a UAZ. UAZ is basically a Jeep. So there's a great deal of Syrian infantry in the center, but I really slaughter them. They're cut off from the left, and I destroyed all their mechanized forces, and their command is disrupted. They're slaughtered pretty badly. Every time I engage them, they just retreat. And company of infantry there, but I fire upon them from multiple angles and successfully overcome their defenses. Very few casualties during this attack.